I don't even have the remote to turn anything on. Do I have my notes in? It's right here. It is right here, child. Let's see. I'm about to open the books up on this one, baby. That's what I'm about to do. Hey y'all, hey, what's poppin'? Share this live if you can. Share this live if you can. How y'all doing today? I think what's today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Just jumping on and talk about a few demons that destroy relationships. I'm gonna talk about it and then I'm going to log off. Right now, I gotta pull up what I put in the book about the vagabond spirit. So everybody that's logging in, hey, it's your girl Save Bay. Welcome to my page. This is the Slave Bible Ministry page. God has equipped me to build a ministry to help women heal, be set free, get out of toxic relationships, heal, forgive, walk in their kingdom purpose. I'm on here to talk about five to six demons that destroy relationships. So share this live with your cousin, your auntie, your sister, your brother, anybody that you know. I don't know how to share this live. I need my people that I know to jump on it and go ahead on and share this live for me. We're talking about five to six demons that destroy relationships. If you are not Christian, you can stay and learn some things or two. You may find out why your relationships are not working or why sabotage was the end all along. So I'm about to share this live. Oh, it won't let me share. Wow. I can't share. Why can't I share my live? Oh, yes, I can. Okay. I got it. I can share this live with people. I'm so excited. I know what I'm doing. All right. I done shared it with the stop, Rain. Stop. Give me that. Give me that. I done shared it with a few people. Y'all got a 1-year-old by my leg. Hey, Shawan. How are you? I'm just gonna jump into it and then they can catch the replay on YouTube. Today we are talking about 6 demonic spirits that destroy relationships. I am talking about these relationships in reference to my book, The Costumere and the Counterfeit, which is my second book that I have out, which will be on Amazon and in Kindle Audible. Hey. And it will also be on my website. The Costumere and the Counterfeit is about a couple. It is a true story named Robert and Tracy that got into a counterfeit marriage. And it talks about all the things that transpired and took place in their relationship. These things happen in real life. They had so many open doors of rejection, abandonment, lust, perversion, pride, Jezebel, Leviathan, things that took place in their life that enhanced the warfare on their marriage. And the marriage could not be saved because they were busy fighting one another. And God said no to Tracy, that he would not restore after multiple times due to disobedience, right? So today I want to just talk about 5 demonic spirits that destroy relationships. So if you're in a relationship and you notice like a pattern going on in your relationships where something's always going wrong, you can't figure out what the issue is, maybe this will help you. If you're a Christian, you'll understand this completely. If you're not, just stay and you never know what might happen. So one of the first demons that destroy relationships, it is assigned to destroy relationships, is the spirit of Jezebel, right? And Jezebel is the spirit in the Bible that actually got destroyed by dogs. If you need to go read about that, go to Google, pull your Bible up in the back in the summary, and you can pull up Jezebel. Jezebel and Ahab were married. Okay, Jezebel was evil and demonic, and Ahab was like her enabler. He enabled her to be able to operate. Now, the spirit of Jezebel doesn't have a preference. It can operate in men and in women. Okay, so Jezebel and Ahab. Jezebel and Ahab is married. So Jezebel's job is to target the Ahab inside of you. Okay, they will always threaten to leave you. Jezebel is also better known as narcissist or narcissism, the spirit of narcissism. It will never be in a relationship with someone that they can't control. So Jezebel is like the spirit of control and manipulation. If it can't get what it wants from you, take what it wants from you, or control you and manipulate you into what it wants you to do, it will end the relationship. Okay. If they can't control you, they'll start to do things to trigger you. And a lot of people don't realize in relationships that they are enablers to manipulative people. If you've ever been in a relationship with a manipulative person, you need to check to see what spirit is at play. So that was number one. The number one demon that destroys relationships and marriages is the Jezebel spirit. Second spirit is Leviathan, the king of pride. You can read about pride in Job 41. Pride will be the hardest fight that you ever have to fight in your life. If you ever operate in pride, I've operated in pride. That will be the hardest fight to fight, because pride will make you believe that you're right. Pride will make you believe that everyone else is wrong. You will literally have a scale over your eyes and ears. People will say one thing to you and pride will twist it in your ear. You're hear differently, right? Pride will cause you to sabotage every good thing in your life. Pride will cause you to turn away from God, to where you're worshiping yourself and you're putting yourself before everything. Like, pride is a nasty, nasty demon that you need to have deliverance from. Please pray for this new single mom of four with nothing, if led to bless me. Okay, thank you. Okay, Leviathan, king of pride. They always choose pride over you. Their pride will always take preference over you. Pride is their God. So in other words, their thoughts, their feelings, and their emotions of pride are their God. Prideful men will end their marriage before they deal with the fact that his wife has humbled him. Maybe your wife will tell you something that you didn't like. His wife will say something that he didn't like, that he didn't want to hear. And despite many apologies from the wife, the male or female with pride will refuse to forgive them and store that into a place in their hearts of unforgiveness. Okay, they will go off, find somebody else that can fulfill that need, because people of pride have ego, so they don't want to be humbled. They want to be exalted. They want to be pushed up. They need admiration. They need to feed off of that, because prideful people feel like they're so low and empty that they need validation from other people. Okay, Leviathan is a covenant breaking spirit. Those of you who don't know what a covenant is in marriage is a threefold cord. It's you, God, and your spouse. A covenant is like a spiritual agreement that you make with God when you come into a union with your husband or wife. And in that covenant, you go by the rules to be faithful through sickness, through health, to not commit infidelity or adultery, to be there, to love someone, to do life with someone, to do ministry with someone, because God created marriage for his purpose. So when you come into covenant, that is something that you take seriously with God. But when pride is at play, I can guarantee you that it will break a covenant. Pride has no preference. Pride will get out as quick as it can before it identifies that it is the problem. Okay. The third spirit is going to be a spirit spouse. A lot of people have spirit spouses. I think I talked on this couple of videos before, but a spirit spouse means that you're married in the spirit to a spirit. Okay, that means it probably came in through fornication, through sex before marriage, through rejection, through probably could have came through watching porn. Pride can come in a lot of different. Spirit spouses come in a lot of different ways. Spirit spouses can be assigned to you on your bloodline. It's just a lot of ways that spirit spouses can come in. They can cause you to have, if you're having dreams about you want to be married, and then you see this person with a blank face, that can be indications that you have a spirit spouse. You can have dreams to where you're having, like they call a wet dream, to where you're actually having intercourse with someone. That can be a spirit spouse. You should never see yourself in a dream having intercourse, because that is a sign of witchcraft. But God can also be showing you that you have a spirit spouse, okay? Spirit spouses affect your finances, cause accidents. They mess with your spouse's health. They mess with your spouse's finances. And in some cases, they can unalive your spouse. They are a jealous demon. So just imagine that in the spirit realm, that if you have a spirit spouse and then you try to get into a relationship, the spirit spouse will only allow you to go so far. But a spirit spouse is jealous because, after all, you have an invisible ring on your finger that you're married to them in the spirit. If you ever watch some deliverance videos, or you are part of deliverance ministries, spirit spouses are very aggressive. And when people are getting delivered from them, they will talk like a demon through the person and say, hey, this is my wife. We have such and such amount of kids in the spirit realm. And you thinking that something is wrong with you, when you really have a spirit spouse that has destroyed every relationship that you have been in. They will also intimidate your mind with negative things about your spouse. They will work with the open doors to the demons that your spouse has, and those demons will communicate to play you all against one another. And let me tell you something, the devil is cunning. He will make your thoughts sound like you. That's why the Bible says you have to cast out all thoughts and imaginations that exalts itself before the Lord. Because if you're thinking negative about your spouse or negative about somebody that you're going to marry one day, you need to look into that and see what's the root of where that's coming from. Okay. A spirit spouse will cause you to look at one another in disdain. A spirit spouse will make you fight like cats and dogs. You will fight about the smallest things, toothpaste, toothbrush, anything possible, because the goal of the spirit spouse is to get you to divorce said spouse that you're with, or to make your relationship end, because you never got deliverance from it, you never renounced it, you never came out of agreement with it, because you never knew that you had it. Okay, the next one is going to be rejection. So far we're on Jezebel, Leviathan, spirit spouse, and we're going to the spirit of rejection. We're talking about 5 demonic spirits that cause you to end relationships and destroy them and dismantle them. Okay, sometimes rejection can come in through a childhood wound, through most people, to where you're pushed away, you're rejected by your mom or dad, and that goes into a whole nother subject. Well, then you have mom wounds, dad wounds, you can be rejected by peers growing up, you can be rejected by teachers, by aunts, by uncles. You can feel like you're not the favorite child, that somebody else is the favorite child. Rejection, the spirit of rejection can come in after a breakup, through hurt, through pain. Rejection can come in when you don't allow God to fix and do heart surgery on you. I have experienced a lot of rejection in my life that I'm still getting free from, because when you go through so much trauma in relationships as women, our emotions, the enemy pulls on our heartstrings. Some things we just can't forget. We can forgive it, but we can't forget. It houses the spirit of rejection to come in, and rejection has a scent in the kingdom. I'm experiencing. Oh wow. If you inbox me, I'll refer you to my wife coach. Rejection will cause you to push people away. Rejection will cause you to self-sabotage something that God sent you. And then it will cause you, the very spirit itself, rejection, will cause you to be terrified of rejection. Ain't that crazy? You will reject people not even knowing it, with your actions, your words, going back into living into the past, into different cycles that you're in. The next one I'm going to talk about is vagabond spirit. Okay. Now, let me find my notes on this. A vagabond spirit can only operate in men. A vagabond spirit is a wandering spirit that is never settled. This spirit wanders and wanders. It puts you in cycles. As y'all remember, and if you ever read the Bible, in the book of Genesis, the first murder in the Bible was between Cain and Abel, right? Well, Cain was cursed with the vagabond spirit. So I'm gonna go. I can't believe my 1-year-old just doing whatever he want to do on that floor. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to go to my notes on. Y'all can read Genesis 4:3-12, the New King James Version, where you witness that Cain kills Abel, right? And then God asked Cain, where is your brother? And he said, I do not know. I'm not my brother's keeper. And God said, what have you done? And the voice of your brother's blood is crying out to me from the ground. So now you are cursed from the earth, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you till the ground, it shall no longer yield its strength to you. A fugitive and a vagabond you shall be on the earth. So instead of unaliving Cain, God cursed him to be a vagabond. And when you're a vagabond spirit, let me tell you what comes with that. Because you never know, you might have a family member, you might have met somebody, that had these attributes and these characteristics of a vagabond. A vagabond wanders. It is never comfortable without some type of chaos and turmoil in their lives, in their relationships. They repeat the same cycles. They walk around cursed and don't even know it. They can be cursed, like in Cain's instance, because of disobedience. The truth is, Cain could have had the same blessings that Abel had, but because his heart posture was different, his motive was different, because he housed jealousy for his brother. He allowed the enemy to construct him into murdering his brother out of jealousy. Jealousy is a murdering spirit, right? And don't, you can quote me on that. That's just my version of it. You can go to Genesis, and that is the very first murder in the Bible. I'm actually looking for my notes because that's all right. I got it written down in here. I'm so sorry, you guys. I got it written down in here. So the vagabond, get it out your mouth. Give it here. The vagabond spirit. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. The vagabond spirit goes from church to church looking for validation from leadership. Or it can go from person to person looking for validation, looking for ego, looking for boost. Okay. They always compare. They're always in comparison in their mind. They always have envy for people. They're always comparing themselves to people they should be getting help from. A vagabond spirit is an automatic failure in life. Stop. Y'all have ever tell a 1-year-old stop and they look at you like you crazy? They have an automatic spirit of failure. Everything they do fails. They're always losing jobs, changing jobs, building a relationship. It always ends. They never complete what they build. They rarely finish anything. They rarely do anything. They always operate in poverty. They never have anything. They always lack in every area of their life. They know that they're too anointed and too talented to be in the position they're in, but they still lack. Okay, God will end up putting people in their lives that are blessed, right? So when you have a vagabond spirit, God will literally put somebody in your life that is blessed purposely for you to see that, hey, the same thing I did for them, I can do for you. But instead of the person with the vagabond spirit, which is really a spirit of deception, to see that, they look at it and flip it around to comparison and envy, and they become jealous of that person. They always have they have an inability to submit. They see correction as rejection, right? So if you're ever correcting somebody and you notice you telling them something, but then they look at you and repeat something back to you, or they go way off course to what you said, that lets you know that they have an inability to submit, right? They submit to no one but to themselves, and that they have some Leviathan going on, because now they're twisting your words in their mind. Okay, they always believe that the grass is greener on the other side. That's why they wonder. They can't be in a relationship. They still keep looking for the next best thing, and they eventually wander off from whatever type of friendship or relationship they were in. Okay, the devil will make it seem like the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. That this person on the other side of the fence is so good, so much better, and they'll let their imaginations run wild, when the Bible says, cast down all thoughts that exalt itself before God. Okay, they always play the victim. They feel like a victim in life, and that everybody's against them, nobody's for them. They always blame people, never take accountability. They operate in victimhood, which causes them to stay in poverty. When you're always a victim, I can guarantee you always broke. When you're always a victim of something, you always broke. Okay, inability to take accountability. They feel misunderstood. The word but should not come at accountability. For example, yes, I know I hurt your feelings, but I felt like it needed to be said. The only thing that comes with accountability is a period. I know I hurt your feelings and I'm sorry. Period. And then that's it. When you hear a but, that means you're dealing with people that don't want to take accountability. Okay, they bounce from one relationship to another to get a person of comfort. They have no emotional connection with anyone. They're always walking away easily from anything just as quick as they came. Their feelings are their gods. Okay, didn't I tell you to stop? Their feelings are their gods. They will worship how they feel over anyone. Okay, they always feel unseen and unloved. Okay, they have a pattern with this people of discarding folks. So I guess that's what a narcissism would come in. So narcissism, Jezebel, and vagabond are all in the same family dynamic. Okay, they're always jumping in relationships, jumping out. They get married and want to divorce instantly, and not because of the marriage that they're in, but because when pressure of warfare hits, they want out immediately. And that's not just in relationships. That's if a job is pressuring them, they quit. If a friendships is pressuring them, they'll cut it off. You know what I'm saying? Anything. A church is holding them accountable, or a school is holding them. Anything that holds them accountable, they will quit and they will leave just as quick as they came. Okay. They give God the least but expect the most. Vagabond people do not tithe. They want everything from God. They want God to open up the windows of heaven and pour out blessings and give them everything that they think they deserve. And they tithe the least of everybody. They give the least of everybody, but they want the most from God. Okay, so with vagabond, they see a better opportunity, they take it. The spirit will actually torment their mind out of a relationship. These spirits are not at peace in relationships. They're not at peace until they're wandering, roaming around, looking for what's next, looking for what's better, looking for the next best thing. Okay, the spirit that they operate in will cause them to hate you because you have a light on the inside of you. You know, if you have a relationship with God, and you're blessed, that will cause people with vagabond to dislike you. You know what I'm saying? Like how you meet people at your job or just in different places that don't like you, and you just trying to figure out why. That's because sometimes spirits know the spirit, so they'll be agitated and aggravated by the light that you carry. You have to look at the patterns of this person, and you definitely have to look at the bloodline, because something happened on the bloodline that caused them to be this way. Again, vagabond spirit only operates in males. Now, Jezebel is in male or female. Pride, of course, is in male or female. But vagabond operates in male. So you want to look at the family dynamic, the bloodline, when you meet these men, the pattern on the bloodline, how you, like Tyler Perry said one time, and it's some advice I should have followed, but thank God I didn't, because I have this book. You need to see people in every season of their life: winter, summer, spring, fall. You need to see them in every area. You need to see them when they're losing. You need to see how they act when they're winning. You need to see how they're acting when they're happy. You need to see how they act when they have nothing. You need to see how they act with their parents. You need to be asking, how's your relationship with your mother? How's your relationship with your father? If they say they don't talk to their daddy or their mama, that's a red flag. Okay, why don't you talk to them? What happened? Are you in therapy? Have you went to therapy? Have you ever been through a deliverance session? If so, when was the last time you got delivered? Like, people don't understand this stuff matters, because you don't want to be like Tracy and find out about these things in the union and not before the union. Okay. Now, they also like to be worshiped. They like their egos to be boosted. They like to be complimented. They like to be the center of attention. Um, I think in vagabond will make you feel like you are the only anointed person. So you know that go hand in hand with pride. They have already exalted themselves above any other anointed person, which means you can't tell them nothing because they are anointed and all knowing. That's Satan character right there. Satan thought he knew everything. He thought he knew more than God. He thought he was better than God. He thought he outdone God. So those spirits work hand in hand. So what I just wanted you to guys to know that these spirits are real, and they do take part in a lot of relationships ending, and people just thinking that, oh, maybe it's me, maybe it's me. No, look at the root, look at the spirit that's at play, look at the open doors that you have. When you wanted to get into a marriage, question it. Whatever you ask God to show you, he's going to show you. Okay. And 9 times out of 10, we all struggle with pride, but you definitely want to see anybody's timeline or bloodline. Like, okay, why did your last relationship worked out? Yeah, they do a lot of deflecting. That's on the side of narcissism and Jezebel, right? You want to ask people, where your mama from, where your daddy from, how many siblings you got, how many kids, was your daddy a Rolling Stone, did he cheat? Because 9 times out of 10, the sins of the father fall on the son, and if somebody ain't break something in there in that covenant or in that generational curse, it trickles down. So you want to know, was your dad a hoe? Was your mama a hoe? And if so, is she saved? Did she get delivered from that? Is she aware? Or y'all self-aware? How many people told you they loved you when you were in the household? Were you molested at a young age? What happened in your last breakup? How did that end? What do you take accountability for in that? That'll let you know all you need to know right there. Just ask, like, we tired of asking, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite place to go eat? Taking cute pictures, going on dates, but you're not collecting the data. And then you end up in a counterfeit relationship and wondering why you have delayed your destiny because you just didn't ask the right questions and you just didn't see God. But in Robert and Tracy's instance, God had great things planned for them. But because of disobedience and different spirits at play, it ended. But, that's okay. This is what this book is for. Your tears are never for you. So anybody that is going through something right now, understand that your tears are not for you. Your tears are not, that thing blessed me yesterday. Your tears are not for you. They are for the people behind you that you're about to pull up out of relationships they shouldn't be in, the people that you're about to touch, that your testimony is about to heal, is about to help them break free, is about to make them seek God like never before, it's about to make them get out of domestic violence, it's about to make them just come up out of anything that the devil has them stuck and stagnant and rooted in. So I just jumped on here to let you guys know about the few demonic spirits that ruin relationships. Costumary and the Counterfeit will be out May 1st of 2024. I will be coming on here more to talk about it. I cannot wait to release it. This book right here it's for women, but of course, men, if you want to read it to know what not to do, you definitely can get it. But this is really focused on women because the enemy gets us when it comes to emotions. The enemy plays us. Let me tell y'all something. Satan didn't go to Adam, right? He went to Eve. He went to the weaker vessel. So Satan will always play the weaker vessel because he plays us based off emotion and imagination, right? So if he can get us in the same cycles with the same men and different bodies and not have us get to a place of accountability or look at the roots of what spirits are playing your life and what spirits are playing your life to bring you together to overcome it, because that's ultimately what God wants. First of all, God is not gonna send you a half package person. God is not gonna send you somebody that does not know him for real, that does not know how to pray, that is not financially literally. I didn't say financially stable. God will probably send you somebody that you can team up with so y'all can build wealth. God will not send you somebody that has not been delivered from certain things. God will not send you somebody that just stopped sleeping with people the day before they married you. God will not send you somebody that cannot lead, provide, and protect you, right? And the vice versa, men. God will not send you a hoe. God is not going to send you a city girl. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to send you somebody that go clubbing and don't know how to take care of the house, don't know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? Don't know how to do certain things. God will not send you somebody that lacks integrity and good character, right? God's no is always protection. Rejection is always protection. But I just wanted to tell you guys about some of the spirits that I will talk about that takes place in every relationship, not just Tracy and Roberts, every relationship in the world that breaks up covenants. Hey sis, hey, yep, that's why we're apart right now. Well, I'm glad God separated you. You're welcome. I'm gonna give you my wife coach info. You can just inbox me, Brown Sugar Babe. I'm glad you guys tuned in. I hope you guys are looking forward to the book. I'm looking forward to releasing it. Y'all keep your girl in prayer. Because let me tell you something. When you relive a book, when I wrote my first book, Breaking Soul Ties, I was healed, right? As I'm writing this book, living back through the trauma, it's healing me as I go, as God takes me through the memories and the certain parts that has to be in this book. It is also healing me. So now I get to see the different aspect of writing the book while you're healing. That's traumatic. So y'all pray for me, but I'm doing this because my tears are not for me. It's to pull somebody else up and save somebody else from going through the hell, havoc, and turmoil that Tracy has been through in the past 2 years of her life. So I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good night. I did not plan on coming on here, but I hope that this day, hey Kia, I pray that this definitely helped you. If you didn't take notes, I'm gonna call them out again so you can go study them. The 5 demons that destroy relationships is Jezebel, Leviathan spirit, a spirit spouse, rejection, and a vagabond spirit. That's only a few. That's not the spirits that are assigned to kingdom marriages, right? So that is only a few. Go read about Jezebel and Ahab and how he enabled her and the things that Jezebel did. Go study on spirit spouses. Go study on the spirit of rejection just to see if you have it or you haven't been delivered from it or renounced it or came out of agreement with it that causes you to have a scent in the spirit to continue to self-sabotage everyone. Go look up the vagabond spirit in Genesis, where Cain was cursed with the vagabond spirit for killing his brother Abel. Right? So anything I give to you will have scripture to follow it. I will never tell you something out of the ordinary, out of the blue. I will do my best to go by what God has showed me, God has revealed to me, and is in the Bible for reference. We just don't get on here and call out these spirits for nothing. Jezebel is another name for narcissists. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live. If you want to catch the full live, it's going to be on my YouTube, Slay Bible Ministries. Go subscribe to my channel, Slay Bible Ministries. The book is dropping 5/1/24. I hope to see you guys on my live watch party I'm going to try to do on here. So I hope you have an amazing night. Share this. Tell a friend about it. The Cost of Marrying a Counterfeit is dropping soon. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night. Peace.